All right, good morning. Welcome to Buck Don't Know Shit. It is another beautiful day in Texas. Not really beautiful, but every day is beautiful. Working in the garage, working on cars, right? That's what we like to do. So, yes, it's a beautiful day. But it is where I live in Texas in December, especially. We have a lot of muggy. They're not hot, but you can see it's just like foggy, hazy outside. Just, yeah, and super humid. And it's probably like 60 degrees. You know, it's not cold, it's not hot. It feels good, but everything just feels wet. You know, like I feel wet just standing in my garage. So yeah, not a really great day to be doing metal work, really. Kind of a terrible day for it, but we're gonna do it anyway because we don't have a choice. We got to continue working, and we'll do our best to prep and make sure everything's dried and ready for primer when we get to that point on different parts. So all that being said, what are we doing today? Metal work. Trying to wrap up. Well, I got a lot of work to do. I'm not going to wrap it up, but trying to get things done under here before I put this cowl on. I still got to reform that edge, which means I've got to end that edge. But before I start this edge, I really want to get this piece built. So I think I'm going to come in and knock out these floor pans, the areas that are up under here that I was going to repair. You can see there's some pinholes that he didn't for some reason knock out, and probably, well, he took the cowl out and redid it. I don't know why he didn't do that spot, and I don't know why there's not a torque box on this side, but there's one on the driver's side. I don't know. I wish I did know, but I don't know. But these are things we're going to correct, and I am leaning towards like redoing the whole entire floors. I am kind of leaning towards that. Don't want to. I kind of want to just make this work, but I mean, it's got new metal for where the floors are. I just don't really necessarily love the job he did, but I don't know. I think we can correct this. It's mainly up here in the front. He like left old metal and just put the new metal kind of on top of it, and there's like a gap underneath, and I think I'll be able to fix it and make it look okay, but yeah, we'll have some work to do for sure. So all that being said, we are just continuing on working. So metal work today, that's the name of the game. Don't know how much I'm gonna get done. I've been telling y'all this past few days. I haven't been, while I'm enjoying the work, I do like doing this. I have not been like staying out in the garage 8, 9, 10 hours getting a bunch of stuff done, because I literally probably could have done everything you see here in a day, 8 hours probably, 10 hours maybe. Getting this off took a little while. Getting the cowl off took a while. That was maybe not all of this, but anyway, there's a couple days worth of work here, and I have been at this for well over a week now, just piddling away, right? So yeah, that's it. So I've got some terrible news on the Thunderbird. The windshield is leaking on both sides, and it's fairly bad. It was the passenger side was not leaking originally. You know, I posted a video, I'll show it up here, where it was, you know, the driver's side had water in the floorboard. The passenger side, this was before I put carpet in, passenger side was bone dry. Well, now I'm starting to get water on the passenger side, and yesterday it was raining really hard, and I was like, let me go look in the car while it's raining, shut the doors, and you could see the metal, aluminum trim that goes down the, I guess, window pillar. You can see water dripping out of it on both sides. And when you know, basically I could look up in front of the dash and see where water was coming in around the windshield. So on both sides, I mean, I could actually see it. So it's no guessing where the water's coming from. 100% coming from the windshield, which the car is still sitting out there. I know that's not good, because it does rain here quite a bit. It's not like we get rain, you know, once a month. It rains quite a bit here in Southeast Texas. So yeah, it's not good. And that is not an easy, maybe it's like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday project. If started Friday, had some help, maybe by Saturday you have everything taken, because you got to take the dash out, you got to take all the trim around the windshield out, you got to take the hood off, the cowl off. You know, maybe you don't have to take the hood off, you got to take the cowl off. Yeah, it's, you know, but like the dash, that's a big project. You know, and then I'm sitting here thinking like, well, if I'm doing all that, one of the things that I'm not happy with that car is that nothing, the heater, the AC, none of that is working. Should I go ahead and spend the $2,000 and get the vintage air for it? It's kind of the wheels that are going in my head, and that definitely would turn it into probably a week project of, and then I could pull the carpet back and, you know, make sure everything's good under there, and which it should be. I mean, I don't, you know, we get it dried out, it should be fine. It's not like it's going to rust through. There will probably be some rust and things that I might have to clean up, but yeah, I don't think it's, I've been getting it vacuuming, you know, with the shop vac, you know, trying to get as much of the water out of it as I can whenever it rains, but it's not good. And yeah, I just don't have, I could put my wife's car out in the garage, but we try to take care of the Challenger. That's our newest vehicle, so we keep it in the garage, and I'm not that worried about the Thunderbird. We can fix whatever gets messed up. We plan on one day getting the car back in the garage and doing a complete like overhaul. You know, this is just one of those things, but I don't want the car to be down and out for a long period of time. I guess that's what I'm saying. So I may just do the windshield and not do the heater, the vintage air right now. But yeah, none of this is good. So, but the car does run really well though. It's fun to drive. It really is. I've been having fun with it. It just makes me kind of sick that I didn't change the windshield or change the trim on the windshield when I had the car tore apart, and I know better now, right? So yeah, you live and learn, you know. I don't know why I thought, I saw like bunches of people changing windshields in old cars, even Thunderbirds, and it never dawned on me for some reason that, hey, you know, you probably better do this too. So yeah, if y'all have a new car and you like the glass, or old car like this, and you're like, well, the glass looks great, I'm not changing that, you might want to change it. That's all I'm saying. So just go ahead and bite the bullet and change it. And then that's the next thing, is all the videos I have seen, you know, the cars were kind of in this state, didn't have glass in them already. So can I get that windshield out without damaging it? Maybe. I hope, because the glass really is in good shape. So no cracks, nothing's wrong with it. You can see out of it fine. It looks yeah, I would hate to replace the windshield, but I will be watching videos on how to do that and buying tools that I need for that. So yeah, anyway, let me get to work. I've got work to do. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get some shit done today. All right, talk to y'all later. Bye.